Hello, hello. We're about to get started. Let's let everybody in. Hello. We're about to get started. Now I got to figure out how to shut off my live stream. There we go. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm Ben Celebi, Bridge Charter Academy, and this is our first parent meeting of the new school year, even though it hasn't even officially started yet. Woo! So anybody, while we're waiting for a few to show up, anybody have a good summer story? Come on, I know something's gotta happen this summer worth mentioning. No,
So stinky.
nothing at all, huh? Well, great. Well, I had a pretty boring summer myself. I was hoping
my speakers
you would make me jealous with your tales of adventure, but I guess, oh, here we go, Jenna Kelly. Hey, Jenna, we were waiting for a couple more to show up, so why don't you tell us about your summer?
Well, last year my son started at BCA doing the Blender course and he loved it and kept following it up, and he learned to code a lot better, and he got to go to a special security camp in Bellingham for a week. And it was just like this elite thing that he applied for. And it was just an amazing experience for him to do that and just meet some awesome people. And then also for us to stay there and then just get to tour and travel and see all the beautiful places on the Sound. It was pretty awesome.
Wow. So what is Blender? I mean, Blender is like animation, or what? That's, my son was using that. And then and tell me the connection between that and security camp, or were those two separate things?
So they're like almost two separate things. So I think the thing is like kind of getting into the digital world. So I gave my son an ultimatum, like, you have to do art, buddy. Like, you have to do some type of art. And he's like, I don't want to do art. And I was like, well, how about digital art? Right. Because I wanted to have an art elective. And so we agreed on the Blender, but the Blender to learn how to do even more awesome stuff. Maybe like it's like procedural something rather, I don't know. He had to learn how to code even better. And so it was really interesting to see it start where he already knew how to kind of code, but then Blender to actually push the lines for this procedural something, it made him push it even further. And then from there, we were able to get some of our mentors he's had on and off for a lot of years to help him with other programs. And it just kind of compiled. And then finally, now he's into security.
Awesome. Wow. That is pretty amazing. Well, good. Thank you for sharing. We were just shooting the breeze here, waiting for everyone to show up, and we have quite a room full here, which is exciting for this meeting. My name is Ben Celebi, like I said, and I just wanted to spend a minute just to talk about why we do this meeting. What's the purpose? What can you hope to get out of it? And there's a couple things. We offer this as not our main method of communication. That is the weekly email. So if you're not reading that every week, it comes out every Friday. You're going to want to be looking for that. And it used to come out on Monday. And then we have the meeting right after 2 o'clock. You get the email, 3 o'clock, this meeting. It was pretty short turnaround. So we're shifted to Friday. You get the email, you can digest, think about it, and then come to this meeting with all your questions, concerns, or suggestions for Bridge Charter Academy. This is our time for the open dialogue where we can talk about everything that is going on. And we've got quite a bit. It was a pretty eventful summer at the BCA. And so we're going to open up with some of that. And we've got some introductions, some new faces at the BCA that we want to introduce you to as well. So let me just start off by saying this summer we had a few employees actually not returning for various reasons. And we probably do need to start and talk about that. I also have wonderful new faces to introduce you to as well. But It is hard. On our Bend campus, we have Tirza Forrester is not going to be returning to the BCA this year. And over in our Lowell campus, your parent liaison, for some of you, Rosa Urbano, is no longer with the BCA. And we also have our registrar, Sheena, is no longer with us. And Jordan Napier is actually moving back to Michigan with his family. And so we had quite a bit of different staff turnover, but we have some wonderful people that I'd like to introduce you to. But before we do that, before we move on to the happy, I want to just sit here with some of the big names that have left, and just see if there was anybody that was interested in commenting. Any questions? Not that I can answer everything, but any comments, questions, or concerns there? Yeah, it's funny because this is the beginning of the year, and this is where everybody gets a little shy, not sure what this meeting is all about. Trust me, by the end of the year, you will feel very comfortable and confident sharing all of your thoughts, because that's really the purpose of the meeting, right? Is for you to have a voice and actually shape the direction of the BCA with your questions, comments, and concerns. So here we go. Dixie leading us off. Hey, Dixie. What's up?
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, long time no see.
Yes. So I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
Jordan Napier
Mhm.
carried a pretty good load of responsibilities. I was wondering if you replaced him or if several different people are going to share his load, or how is that going to work? Is there going to be an office person that comes to these meetings like he did? Kind of just give us
Yeah.
what's happening with that.
Yeah, that's great. Well, all of those positions that I mentioned are going to be replaced by Ben Celebi. We've made some cuts, and no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, I am going to speak to that, but I'm going to hold off on the introductions of the replacements and new staff. But I will get to that, Dixie. I just
Okay.
don't want to brush over in case somebody wanted to make a comment on the staff members that are no longer with us for this next school year. So,
Well, we will miss them.
Oh, go ahead, Dixie.
I was just going to say, we will miss Jordan, and we will definitely miss Rosa. She's been around a long time.
Yes.
So big shoes to fill. So thank you.
Absolutely. And yeah, this is a good opportunity. If anybody has positive things to say about anyone that I mentioned, I would love to hear those as well. So go ahead, Alon.
Yeah, for sure. We'll miss Jordan. And I know that we'll miss having your comedic sidekick on them calls.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, also if in Michigan, oh my gosh, that's going to be quite, but if he's from there, he'll be used to it.
Returning home.
Yeah. But I do have a question about reimbursements, just kind of like, is the new person that's replacing Jordan going to be doing that as well, or giving us information about how that works, and also how any changes have happened for how we're going to do it this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great
okay
question.
So I just wanted to kind of like, because as we're going into it, everybody's probably finalizing some purchasing, and so I just wanted to see where we are with that.
Yeah, and we will cover that. I know that a lot of the meetings here, reimbursements and all of that is a big topic. And oftentimes, if there isn't a representative that is working in that area and Ben is answering the question, it does get a little, okay, is that true? So, yes. All right, well, then let's just jump into it. We will start off with Jordan Napier's replacement. and we'll go from there. Now, Jordan he oversaw the whole office, and the office consisted of the registrar, which is enrollments and things like that, and the purchasing piece and the parent liaisons. There were other things that he did as well, but those were the big areas that he oversaw. So we are splitting up the roles slightly. The bulk of it is going to Megan Tingle, right over here. Megan can wave for everybody. Yeah, you can find her. And Megan is already done an amazing job. We just had a safety walkthrough today. We've done that every year, twice a year for since we've been here. And this year we got flying colors just with the work that Megan and the safety team has done. You're going to notice the campus looking a lot cleaner, sharper, but it's not just cosmetically, it's all of the background processes that she has already started to tackle. I am so excited. And so Megan is going to be overseeing the parent liaisons and also going to be overseeing the office of the registrar, among other things. Megan, is there anything that you wanted to add to that?
No, I think you covered it. I am really excited to be in this position, and I will be here for these meetings, just like Jordan was, and plan on giving as much information as possible. I'm also working closely with Corey, who helps us put together all of our emails for the week. So the plan is to have a lot of communication that is clear and delivered in multiple different ways this next year. So that's a big goal for me.
Awesome. Well, Megan, why don't you introduce us to our new registrar? I'll give you the privilege of doing that, and then talk about our new liaison that isn't here, but will be starting soon at the BCA.
Yeah, so first of all, Caroline is our new registrar, and we're really excited to have her. She's jumped right in, and as we're changing systems this year, I'm just really excited because I think it's going to go very well. And yeah, we're excited to have her. She's very nice to work with, and I think you all as families will experience that as well.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hey, Caroline.
And I have also asked her to attend these meetings each week as well. As much staff that can, at least the staff that I oversee, I would like them to attend these meetings. Not necessarily as, they have to be active participants, but just to be here to listen to questions, concerns, and be a little more proactive this year in getting things, fixed and accomplished. And then as far as our new parent liaison, her name is Monica. She comes from the dental world. So she's been a pediatric dental assistant for many years and needed something a little bit different, but did not want to lose that parent-family interaction and feeling that fulfillment from helping children and their families. So we're really excited to have her too. Her first day is next Monday, the 8th. And so we'll be getting her all trained up for the new school year.
Awesome. So you can get your reimbursements processed and free dental screenings.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yes. And in the meantime, Linda Anthony, who is our other parent liaison in Lowell, has been helping, as well as our Lowell receptionist for any of Rosa's families. We're trying to work through any questions and emails. So you are not, even though Rosa is not here, you are not alone until Monica starts. We're still here for you. So just reach out if you need anything.
Mm-hmm. And as the new Jordan, will you just put your contact information in the chat for anyone to reach out to you? there is one other area that you oversee, and that is a new position that we had created at the BCA. And I would love for you to also talk about Hal and his role at the BCA this year.
Yeah, I don't think he's in here yet. I think he's working on something else right now. But he is our IT support specialist. So we needed someone to be able to not only help our staff with any issues that come up, but also our families and their students. So if you're having any issues with your technology or different platforms that you're using, he's going to be your resource this next year. I mean, your parent liaisons obviously are your resource always, but he will be more specifically for tech issues.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll put his email in the chat as well.
Awesome. Okay, and so that's one part of what Jordan was covering. The other part is going to be the reimbursements and purchasing. And I know that's a huge component, and getting your reimbursements is a high priority for our families, especially when you're spending a significant amount of your own money and hoping that it gets reimbursed and that there isn't any hiccups along the way. And I know that this person that I'm about to introduce will get this process streamlined, and that it will just continue to improve, because I know this person has done an amazing job in every other area at the BCA, and that is Rachel Yesser. Woo! Rachel, anything that we need to know about the reimbursement process that has changed since last year?
No big changes. Really just continuing on what was already laid out and working always to improve processes and making them more streamlined, and communication on our part is, I think the big focus this last through the summer, and that is just getting some of our checkouts. But as far as any big checkout, any changes as far as reimbursements and that, they're nope, going to continue what we've already got started. And yep, there you go.
And we will have some time to throw out questions about reimbursements, like when can we expect those reimbursements to go through and all of that. But first, I would like to just check in with TJ, who this year is our K-8 coordinator, overseeing the teaching staff from kindergarten all the way up to the 8th grade. TJ, anything to report in the K-8 area about LCs and some movement there? We are going to bring staff on later on to, say hi to families, but in the meantime.
Yeah, we do have a few changes. We don't really have any new faces in Bend. We consolidated a few of the groups in Bend, and so there will be maybe a little bit of movement there, but we don't have any new faces in Bend. But we do have 3 new learning coordinators in Lowell. And we just finalized them, hired them, brought them on campus. Actually, today, a couple of them came on campus and were able to get computers and get everything set up and moving forward. So I see one of them on here. I don't see the other 2. And so I'll start with the oldest grade. We have a new employee, Erin Arney. She will be 7-8, and she will be taking the place if you had Suzanne Clark last year. She will be filling in the 7-8 position. And then we also have a new 3-4 coming in. Dave Swanson is moving over to growth team. And so Patty Jones will be coming in and taking over as a new 3-4. And so she'll be great. She's been teaching for years, 2 decades around. So she'll be a lot of fun to have on board. And then Miriam Hawkins will be our new 1-2. And so she's going to be teaching alongside Connie. So yeah, there's a lot of excitement there, and we're looking forward to this year and being able to get everybody back on campus. Our LCs aren't technically back until the 17th of August is when they come back on board, but really excited to get them in and get them get the school year rolling. I'm looking forward to it. I know most people probably love the summer and the downtime, and I'm fine, but I am such a creature of consistency. I am so ready for school to start and get my kids back doing something. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, we have Destiny Marshall here, another 3-4 LC. Destiny, this is summer break. What are you doing?
Enjoying the sun. See, I mean, it's kind of cloudy today, but I'm bored too. I'm ready to come back.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Let me think. Is there any other new employees that we need to announce at this point? I think that was everybody that at least here. Dixie, let me circle back to you just to be sure that I got all your questions answered as far as who's taking on Jordan's responsibilities and whether or not they would be represented in the parent meeting.
Yep, sounds like you got it covered. It'll all shake down as we start using everybody and figuring stuff out. It'll probably take a little bit, but we'll get it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So just when in doubt, if you have an office question, reach out to Megan and she can answer your question or direct you to the right person. All right. Well, let's open it up here for some questions. Anybody have any concerns specifically that they would like to address, comments, or ideas for the future?
So I have a question also, since I have my Holly going into high school and it's a new ball game. I was wondering, are we going to have a one-on-one sit down with our, they're not called LC in high school.
Yes,
I
the
think
educational coaches.
that's the one. I need to sit with someone and just go over our schedule and our curriculum and like the goals and the new computer program that we're going to be using. Are we going to have some sort of a meeting where, like, I know we used to have like some sort of orientation for high school?
Yes.
Or are we just doing that one-on-one? How does that work?
Yeah, that's a great question. For high school, there is going to be a general orientation where everybody can get onto Zoom and we are going to just go over the broad overview of the program. And then from there, you will be meeting with your educational coach one-on-one to go over those specific questions about the broad orientation, which the broad orientation will include question and answers as well. But yeah, those questions that are specific to your family, you will have the opportunity to do that. And they will be meeting with you. That's going to be that orientation week. If you need to meet with somebody sooner than that, you have the availability to do that. The educational coaches are not back until the 17th, but we do have our subject area specialists. So the math specialist, the language arts specialist, the social studies specialist, and the other one, what am I missing? Science. They are currently working right now, and you can set up a meeting with them at any time if you want to go over questions about a specific subject. If it's just general high school questions, then I have definitely someone that you can meet with if it is more time sensitive, and we can go over those things as well. So just reach out to me. I'll put my things, my contact information in the chat here.
So what week is orientation week?
Yeah, that is going to be the last week of August, which is not the full week. I think September starts halfway through the week. What does anybody have that? Oh, I can look it up here. It is. Yeah. Okay, we are already in August. That's depressing. Here we go. It is the week of the 29th.
Okay, so that last week of August, on the school calendar, it says that is the first week of school. So
Mhm.
what I'm concerned about is I know that there's deadlines and things for high school curriculum
Right.
assignments and such. Is that last week actually the kids, are they expected to complete assignments that week, or is it just a setup week where we're going to have our orientation and just kind of get
Right.
stuff figured out?
Yeah, if you have your curriculum all ready to go, then you certainly can start that week. But I understand that you may not, and you're going to need to set up meetings beforehand to get it straightened out. That's why I really would encourage you to reach out to the subject area specialist for the different grade levels, or we can set up one meeting with we have our high school project lead that would be able to meet with you. They are going to be out next week. So if you are wanting that sooner, we could try to squeeze something in this week or the week after next.
Okay, I guess what I'm concerned about, and not just for me, but for all,
Yeah, sure. Overall.
we have a new computer program that no one knows anything about, and it tells us our assignments for the kids and everything
Yes.
is mapped out, and we know nothing about it yet. So that's
Yeah,
what
and you're referring to Canvas.
Yes.
And it is fairly straightforward. I've seen the courses there, and basically here's the syllabus of everything that you have to do, and then you click on the next module. Here is the first the first assignments that you need to do for that particular course. It's going to be a lot like Edmodo, only better. A lot of the frustrations about Edmodo are going away, but it's easy to say that for somebody that was part of the high school program last year.
Right,
But if you've never
right.
even seen that, again, though, let's schedule a time and we can go through it. I will also be sure that we have information in the weekly email so that we can get people familiar and also have a timetable for when they will have access to that Canvas course.
Okay.
So the one thing that is kind of interesting about this year is the fact that we switched student information systems. We were using eSchool, which no one here interacted with, but it was something that the registrar used heavily. And we were going to a program called Synergy. That was supposed to be up and running as of today, and it got pushed back yet another week because the program is being managed by our parent district, Lowell School District. And so we're at the mercy of Lowell for when we can get access to that. And that's pushing some of our timetables a little bit back, but I am hoping that we can get all of this information out to you here soon. All right, enough stalling. Jessica, how are you doing? What's up?
So I'm a little confused as to what you said to Dixie, that you can talk to the subject area specialist, because just today I am trying to change my curriculum choice in a specific area. And I was told to make an appointment on Calendly with the subject area specialist, Celine Herrera.
Yep.
And her first available is actually August 19th, which is the LEAP trip, by the way. So if your child made that trip, you wouldn't want to schedule on that day. So her next one is the following Friday. So the week before school starts, I'm going to make a change to my high schoolers' curriculum,
Lori,
which seemed kind of wild and crazy.
Yeah. Cray, Krei, do you know her?
Yeah, so Jessica, let me explain that particular situation. That Celine is actually new this year. She is going to be our new ELA subject area specialist, and language arts subject area specialist for high school. and she has never done a curriculum meeting before. And so she's waiting for Jasmine to come back to get those curriculum meetings going. That doesn't mean that you can't reach out to her through email, and we can set up a time to make that happen. But I think all of our other subject area specialists are available for those meetings sooner than later. But with Celine, because she doesn't have the same knowledge of the high school program and the specific curriculums that we're using, it's best if Jasmine can come back. Now, if you need something a little more urgently than the times that are listed, you please just reach out to her, send her an email with your concerns. And if she can't help you because of the fact that she doesn't know, we will get somebody to get that question answered for you. But she still would be the one to reach out to. If you can't set up a Zoom meeting through Calendly, email her and request a meeting, and we can bring somebody else alongside for that meeting just to make sure that your concern is addressed.
Okay, so Calendly is not the only way to reach out to her.
Oh, correct. That would be just to set up a meeting to do a curriculum meeting. But if you need anything, they are available through email, and oftentimes they will have a Google Voice number that you can call as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, today was literally her first day, and so she's still getting situated. But please do email her, and we'll get that resolved shortly. Shannon, hello. Oh, you're muted, Shannon.
I got it. I said, this is my first year with you guys. I went to BWA last year. And
okay.
So I have a lot of my curriculum, which I've gone over with the person that we meet with. I can't remember her name. And I am
Jasmine.
Yes, might have been. Yep, there again. Anyway, I am completely computer illiterate.
But you're here, you're doing it.
That's because I had a link. So I just heard, this is why I raised my hand, is because somebody just mentioned the Calendly. I tried to get myself on and do that. No go.
Okay.
I am familiar with Canvas because that's what BWA used last year, and it's a great program. But I don't know how to hook on with BCA instead. So my question to all of that is, because we're leaving for Costa Rica and won't be back till the 24th. So the other lady I talked to, so I can come in on our first cohort meeting because I can start his curriculum. I've got 2/3 of his books anyway from last year because I ordered them and I just happened to have them. So
yeah.
But on the 9th is the first cohorts for him. So when I come in, I can check out a Chromebook. I can bring you all of my storybook things and the CDs that go with the story of the world. I'm going to donate all that for somebody. And then I can pick some up, I hear also, because I'm continuing with that program. Check out from your library. It looks like maybe you're sitting at it or something. I don't know. But and then somebody in that office area, because somebody took me on a tour in the spring of your school, somebody there can actually take my device and hook Calendly and get me all set up.
Oh man, are you over at the Lowell campus or the Bend campus?
Lowell.
Okay, well, great, because that is where our new employee Hal is located, and we would love to help you out. The other thing that you need to know is that the discussion that we were having with Jessica was specific to high school. Do you have a high school student?
Not in your school.
All right, well, perfect. So with K-8, it is a little bit different. And as far as starting later and all of that, that is something that you would want to be touching base with TJ about and how that would all work out. But yeah, it is a little bit easier for K-8 to make those accommodations than high school, because of the grade situation and the requirement to be in person for high school. So if you want to just put your information, do you know how to private message somebody here in Zoom?
No,
Okay.
I
Well,
can't do any of that.
all right. Well,
I will, Shannon, I'll send you a private message and we
Okay.
can chat about getting you set up with Hal, and then
Yep.
also whoever your parent liaison is.
perfect. That would
Great.
be great. All right. So just click on the chat box there and be looking for a message just for you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Jessica, did I pass by you too quickly? Did you have another concern that you wanted to bring up?
No,
Okay.
I just need to call my children in to drop my hand. Sorry.
No problem.
I'll call
Well,
it
there's
later.
another person I'd like to introduce. It's not a new face entirely, but one that will be very important this year. And that is Debbie Stratton. She is taking on a very important role this year, overseeing a lot of different things. She's overseeing our growth team. She's going to be the point person for our 504s for IEPs, as the district, Lowell School District, does take care of our SPED program, but Debbie is our go-to to be almost a liaison with the district as they're doing those things. She also is going to be covering for me when I'm gone from time to time. My wife is she just loves amusement parks, and it's not really my thing so much. I like amusement parks, okay, but my dream vacation would be just sitting and doing nothing. So we had this Alaskan cruise we were finally going to go on right before COVID hit. But now that COVID is over, I'm finally getting my dream, and we're going to Disney World. So Debbie will be there to cover for me in September, late September, when that happens. And man, Debbie's got a lot of hats that she's wearing. But Debbie, I do want to give you an opportunity just to say hi and just talk about anything that we need to know for, and maybe there isn't at this point, just for growth team, SPED, and all of that.
Fabulous. Thank you, Ben, for the introduction. I've been with BCA. This is my the beginning of my third year. So it'll be my second year really working in the growth team, but we have a great big umbrella that kind of goes over student supports. And so I'll be covering, I'll be holding that umbrella with growth team as a part of it. So we're really what falls for me under what I kind of help families with, and our school and LCs with, is overseeing students that need additional support. So we have, I think we're at 14 growth team members this year. I'm super excited. We have some LCs that have come over. So with certificated staff members, we have some reading specialists. We have some math specialists that are highly qualified staff members that will really be available to help students in interventions and needing just high quality interventions to help them really boost them up, hopefully in their whatever they're needing some extra help with. So super excited about that. And then over the summer, just I wanted to do a shout out that we had over 250 students participating in summer activities. We're wrapping those things up, but we had highly successful summer program. And then I also facilitate this over the summer. And then we have someone that's come onto our growth team that's here in, or actually it's really the student support team. So the big umbrella, Jenna Kelly is working with me. So oftentimes in correspondence or reaching out or filling out paperwork, you may see myself or Jenna will be working with you to make sure that we're getting your students in all the right places that they need to be and with the right staff members that they're needing. So I'm really excited for this year. We do have a couple of changes, but nothing that's really affecting anybody in the immediate, just our processes and getting students onto the growth team with learning coordinators and SASs and ECs. and then in hopes for students to just make academic progress to get back up to grade level. Yeah. Any questions for me, Jessica, or do you still have your hand raised? You're still working on.
Jessica's still
Okay.
waiting for her kids to. All right. Cool.
All right.
Thank you so much, Debbie. So in the chat, we do have some Canvas training videos for anybody that is wanting to know more about Canvas. We also have a link to the staff directory so you can see the new employees that have been added. And we will just give one more opportunity. If anybody has any questions for this week, we are going to be continuing on our weekly Zoom meetings now all the way through the school year. So come back next week if you have anything come up. But we've got a good line here. Alan, what's up?
Okay, I just have a question.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where I got this. It's a calendar. It's the calendar of the school. It's awesome. It's a great resource. And I don't know where I got it last year, but I don't see it this year. I found the calendar, but it's like each month. But this all on one page was really awesome. So I'm not sure if that's something you guys might do again this year.
I know that it exists. I know that because we did turn something similar to our parent district, Lowell School District. So we can write that down and see about getting that available to you specifically and also to anyone else that
sorry, no, please don't do any extra work. I was just wondering if it's going to be somewhere
if it already exists.
Oh, okay.
If I'm telling the truth at all.
Okay. It's just awesome to have.
Yeah, no, that's great. Okay.
We can work on getting that sent out in Friday's family email.
Oh, she just took my promise and took it to the next level. Friday, okay. I like it.
Okay. Can I ask one more question about the reimbursements? Just
yeah, absolutely.
Rachel, it's going to be the same as last year. So we're going to have like that cap of 300 per one thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because we like to do that that coding class. And then is tech at all part of this? It turns out we need a new tablet. We're going to be using it for teaching textbooks, but I just wanted to know. I mean,
Yeah, that's the same as last year as well for the $300 cap. Yeah.
Okay, rad. Thanks.
And there is a being finalized, which is our parent handbook for this year. It is not meant to be read from cover to cover, but more as a resource to look up the specific questions that you have. And we took it down just for a while because it had some outdated information from last year, but that will be up and running and available here soon. All right, Lacey, and then we will get to Jessica Ward's question in the chat as well. Hey, Lacey, how's it going?
Hi, good. I have a new incoming freshman, and I'm wondering, I'm signed up for the big meeting, like the orientation meeting on Zoom, but when will, I think some of my curriculum is there on campus, like when can I go pick up stuff and get all that stuff?
Great question. You can come to and you are at the Bend campus or the Lowell campus?
Lowell.
Okay. I actually think the question is answered the same way regardless, but it is Wednesdays. You can come to campus and pick that up if you've got something. And if you, do you know who the contact person is? Is it Amy specifically for Lowell to contact about curriculum?
Yes, but when your order is ready for pickup, you should be contacted. So there's usually something sent out to you that says your order is ready. Please feel free to come pick it up. And yes, right now over the summer, it's Wednesdays from 9 to 4 that you can come pick it up once you have been alerted that it's ready.
So I guess I don't even know if I've technically ordered them. Like I sat down with each, this was last June, maybe sat down
Okay.
with someone and like picked what we're going to use. So I
Okay.
don't know, I guess, next steps.
Yeah, so then we can look up your order for you and we will get back to you about what the status of that is, because I know that feeling of being concerned on, wait, is this even in the mix? Is it getting ordered? Is it in the mail or what? So let me just write that down. If you want to put in your email address, just a direct message in the chat, we can get back to you on that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I can look it up on this side and contact you after the meeting.
Perfect. And so Jessica, in the chat, you said, how do you get our new curriculum for checkout? That really just depends. If you have ordered it already, then it's a similar answer, right? You'll get the email and you can get that picked up on Wednesdays. If you haven't ordered at all, well, then it depends. If you are a K-8 student, the curriculum coordinator is going to be reaching out to you if you are a new enrollee of the school, and they are working very hard to get families that are new to the school, their curriculum meeting, so we can get that stuff ordered. If you already had the curriculum meeting, then we probably do want your contact information so that we can check to see that that is moving along. And so depending on what your situation is, I promised I'd put my contact information there. You can always give me a call or Rachel as far as just some ordering questions, and we will try to get everything to you and get those answers as quick as possible. So Dixie.
And Ben, really quickly, I just wanted to call this out while I see it. Shannon asked a great question about what does the $300 cap mean? So for any new families that are here, I believe it started last year. There's a $300 limit for single items. So you have an $800 allotment for the school year. You are allowed to use $300 per item. So if you're wanting to purchase a computer that's $500, you can ask for reimbursement up to $300. So that is
there an appeals process if there was something that I absolutely think is vital to my education and is $301? Can I just, who would I go to for that if I just wanted to make my pitch?
That would be Miss Rachel.
Woo, okay.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to be okay with 301, what about 305? Could I?
All right, Dixie, it's your turn.
Okay, I have two questions. So Lacey mentioned that she had signed up for the orientation already, and I have not seen any information for that.
Yeah, Lacey, maybe you could tell us how you did that. Was that through a weekly email, or did somebody reach out to you?
There was a weekly email, and I don't know if I signed up for it. I wrote it on my calendar.
Okay. Yeah, it probably was just the date then.
I've been watching for that, but I didn't see anything yet. So I must have just skipped
there probably wasn't a sign up then, Dixie. It was just the date of when it was going to happen.
I'll go back and look through then. Okay, so my second question is, for curriculum for high school and getting that figured out, you said we need to talk to the subject area specialist if we would like to have specifics. Are they listed on the portal?
Yes, they are.
Who they are, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that is a great question. They are listed on the portal, but we can put that information here in the chat.
Can we just put that, refer something to this in next week's weekly email saying that
it might be just it might be a good standing item in the weekly email just to have their name and Calendly link for any buddy that wants to sign up for a meeting with them. So yes,
Yeah,
I will make sure that that's in there. That's a
It
great
just
suggestion.
seems like we need kind of a blurb right now saying, if you don't know what you're, if you have questions
Yeah.
or whatever,
Right.
because we would like to have all this organized before the first day of school.
That's a novel thought,
Also,
Well, I
do
will
you
say, if
know-
there's a year that we can get that going, it is going to be this year. This maybe year number 1. All right, I will put that in there.
Okay, do you happen to know who the subject area specialist is for PE? Because the students in high school have to get that PE credit, and I don't know who's handling that.
Yeah, at this point, I would reach out to Jessica Schmoller, and how you spell that is found on the portal.
Okay.
No, I can look it up for you. It is, let's see here. Oh man.
So will that be in the list when you do the subject
Yes,
area
it will.
specialist list?
It will.
It will say what all the things are that they cover.
Yeah, and that
Okay.
one is a weird one because it does fall under, just it's we don't have a specific person that does only PE.
Well, I know there's some sort of packet or something we're supposed to get and fill out, and I don't know if that's going to be on Canvas. I'm assuming it would be.
Yes, it is. There is a Canvas course for that now, and it is pretty streamlined. So, but
and Corey put all of her information in the chat already.
Oh, she beat me to it, Corey. Thank you very much. But hey, I spelled it right. That's good. Or Corey and I both spelled it wrong, but I don't think that's true. I trust Corey. So
thank you.
Okay.
And just an FYI for all new families, please feel free to use your parent liaisons all throughout the week. You do not have to wait and store up your questions for these Monday family meetings. They are always there for you to help direct you and get you any answers that you need.
Yeah, it's a great reminder. Again, we're just trying to be available and help. And so as we get through the school year, the beginning of the year typically is a lot of this, questions about how do I do this? How do I do that? But as we get towards the mid-year, this meeting does take on a slightly different flavor as we are now planning for the next year. And I want you to know that we highly encourage parents to participate in the meeting and participate in the planning for the next year. You bring your concerns, your questions, your ideas, and parent feedback has shaped this program so many different ways and so many different times where we were going to go this way and a parent suggestion actually caused us to rethink what we were doing and reevaluate. All right, well, before we go, I am going to introduce Hal, who is our BCA tech guy. Hal, how's it going?
Okay, sorry for my tardiness.
Oh, no, you're
yeah,
fine.
I just want to introduce myself. I'm Hal. I'm fairly new here. So if you have, for the family members and students, if you have any questions, please email me at itsupport@bridgecharter.com. And employees just send a support ticket. So
and is there a link for that support ticket? Or do you know? It's probably something
I would have to get it and do it for next week's meeting.
Yeah,
but I can send out I've sent out an email to all staff earlier in the summer, but I can resend it out.
Let's put it in our weekly email for next week. That sounds great.
Okay.
But that would be fantastic. And just so you know, according to Corey here, meeting notes and the video link will be shared in next week's email, along with details on where to find the archive notes in the portal. So if you missed the meeting or if you just wanted to watch it again because you enjoyed it that much, you can go back to the weekly email and see all the past fun episodes. What season are we on right now? Okay, I don't know. That's everything that we had today. We are going to bring more information. We'll get those questions answered feel free to reach out to the liaisons, to Megan, to myself, to anybody that will listen, and we will try to get things going. Now, our weekly email for the summer was pretty sparse, and so we are gearing up now that we have staff coming back from their summer break. So there's going to be a lot more information there. Is that a hand that I see, Suzanne or Shannon? Sorry. Nope. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. All right, well then we're going to call it good for today. Thank you so much. Thanks for all showing up. It really means a lot that you came, and we will try again for next. Wait a minute. Corey said that somebody mentioned that this video is not being recorded. No. This video is being recorded. We're live on YouTube right now. Yay. So that link will be there for next week. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Night.